And we're live! Hooray! Oh, we're fairly alive as well. Yeah. Oh, hang on. I just noticed something. I streamed YouTube only the other day, so I'm on the wrong. I got the wrong thing set up. Hang on, let me fix this. I just gotta get the URL. Good thing I'm doing this to just chat for a few seconds. Hi, Love Turtle. How are you? I hope you're all doing better than I am. Jesus Lord, am I pooped? I'm also really tired because I was cleaning for most of the day. And when you clean, you use like your whole body. And I'm just like that. I'm not about that life, man. I'm just I'm a VTuber for a reason. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's see. Oh wait, no wait. I have this all back. Whoop. There we go. There's the correct one. Hooray! Just took things with me. Anyway, uh, current mood. I'm looking at the stream spring sale, and I'm wondering, is 50% off Persona 3, the new one, worth it or not? I'm like, maybe I want to wait till it's 60% off. Yeah. Because I'm like, 50% still doesn't feel worth it to me. I'm sorry, Persona 3. It's just, honestly, you're not my favorite Persona game. Honestly, it's still 4. I still like Four's cast I don't know if it's because it's so focused on like identity in Persona 4. Like like the characters just feel like the most fleshed out. Because like I guess it's like that, and also learning how to deal with loss and stuff like that is what the theme of Persona 4 was. So I think that's just, why I like it more. Not to anything to Persona 5 cast or anything. I don't think they're terrible. I just think that I feel like at least with 4's cast, they were all important pretty much for the entire thing. Like all of the characters still did stuff at almost every point in the story, right? However, I feel like in for the Persona 5 cast, they didn't really do much. Most of the characters. I liked An, but why was she even there as time went on? I guess so. And Ryuji and Morgana were just there to fight with each other for most of the game too. I love my boy Ryuji, but he also didn't really do much either. Even with the whole big saved everybody at the end. Hi Rusty, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm yapping a little bit before we get started. I don't hate Persona 5. I'm not shitting on it. I just wish the characters were better, well implemented. Like even with the extra time they added with uh what's the name they gave it? Yeah, even with the extra time they had in Royal, they still somehow effed it up in fleshing out the characters still. They spent all this time with New Girl when poor Haru still didn't get any character development. Poor Haru. You're right, who indeed. Yep, missed opportunities. It's so, yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's why they needed a whole extra game to see the Phantom Thieves on a fun road trip with their little AI assistant. What this see, this is why I also don't like Royal too much, is I think the ending wasn't as good as the first one because I kind of like the road trip idea at the end of the original instead of them all just splitting up. And I'm like, you guys barely spent any time together, and now you've all decided to go to places like America for stuff. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I also don't like the ending for another reason, which I don't know how much have people have played Persona 5. Let's just say if you max out certain things, it implies something may or may not have happened in Royal. So, and I'm like, I hate this. Yeah. Oof, what is this? Kingdom Hearts needing a game to explain a single plot point, needing a game to write themselves out of a corner. Well, that's not the same as what's happening in Persona 5. Kingdom Hearts has its whole other issue is the fact that Nomura doesn't know when to stop. Nomura had a pretty good game with one, and honestly, he should have stopped there. He shouldn't have made a series out of this. I'm going to be real. I don't think he should have made more. Because it just got confusing from that point on. And honestly, uh, I don't think the Disney worlds have been well implemented since one. I guess they're okay in two, but I feel like I feel like the problem that people all complain about now, and because in one, the Disney worlds were relevant and stuff was happening in the Disney world. As much as people like this bitch and say, no, that's not true. No, it was true. Like, I distinctly remember what happened in Peter Pan world, and that was very important stuff that was happening in there. Like, stuff happened in the worlds. Maybe not like every one of them was super important, but stuff happened in the Disney worlds. Uh, and two, that kind of got thrown out of the thing. Like, we were just going around saying hi to old friends, fixing a problem, and then we'd have to go back to Radiant Garden. and, and that's where all the plot happened. To which I'm like, okay. Yep, Nomura definitely style over depth, right? Like the Disney stuff is so disjointed and separated from the main story. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's like it felt like they were trying to do that again in 3, but it still didn't pay off. And I don't know at this point if it's Nomura or if it's Disney meddling, because I do know like they specifically would not let them do anything with the Frozen storyline. Like that's the reason why we got blown off of the mountain 3 times, because we couldn't have Sora interfering with the plot too much of Frozen. We couldn't let Anna and Elsa join because Anna and they know Anna and Elsa. They know, yeah, hey, we totally team up and help you, Sora. But we can't have that. We can't have those princesses fighting. We can have Rapunzel whack up people with a pan, but you know, we can't have Elsa fighting with her ice powers because that would be wrong. That would ruin her image. Yeah. Yeah. Both Disney can be stubborn as Square. Yeah. It's like it's very confused. I liked, even though it had nothing to do with this plot of Pirates of the. I honestly, I still feel like Pirates of the Caribbean maybe was a bad idea to add to Kingdom Hearts because, like, in 3, it's like we didn't do anything with the main story until the ending because I guess, because, Pirates of the Caribbean 3 was a pretty dark movie. So, or like Kingdom Hearts is not very good with the majority of female characters writing. Yep, Aqua's still the only female character who has some semblance of a personality. Uh, poor Naminé came close. I still say Aqua and Naminé are probably the only decent-ish female characters. Sorry, Kairi, but your nobody has more personality than you. Oh my god. uh, that's maybe it's because I play in Chain of Memories first. Maybe I'm biased, but even if I go back and play like the first game, I can kind of see Kairi's personality there. They had something for her originally, and then they forgot it. I wonder if Nomura just got worse at writing females as he went on, because like he's responsible for like several other games, isn't he? So it's like they decided in Kingdom Hearts 3 to finally try to develop her more last minute, and I'm like, yeah, nope, too late, Kairi. It's too bad. I already shipped Riku and Sora together. It's too late for you to actually make me feel anything about this. It's too late, Kairi. Yeah, it's too late, Kairi. I don't care if you're the canon love interest anymore. Everyone does. It's true. Well, it doesn't help that Sora, for the majority of the series, is obsessing about Riku for most of the thing. He's like, Kairi who? Most of the time. He's like, I got no time for that. I gotta find Riku. And like, at this point, I'm like, it feels like Riku was more jealous when people get closer to Sora than Kairi. Like, he seems indifferent to Kairi forever. Also, Zeta Flare Donald. Yeah. I can't believe Donald is the second most powerful person being in Final Fantasy right after Bahamut. Crazy. He's because Zeta Flare only. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Donald died after casting Zeta Flare, but he still casted it. Only Bahamut has ever been known to cast Zeta Flare. But anyway, all right. Thank you guys. How I feel after Donald dying. Do you feel more for Donald dying than Kairi? Because that's how I felt after Kairi just got smashed into itty bitty pieces, and I just stared at her and going, well, that happened. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no! What? That reminds me. Maybe we should just yap tonight and actually play. You know what, guys? We're gonna yap instead of playing Fate Stay Night. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not feeling voice acting tonight, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Azure is muted? Really? That's hilarious! Even more reason. Even more reason not. Even more reason not to voice that. I'm sorry, Azure. I've had you muted the entire time.
Yet another example of a white man having his voice silenced.
Oh, we're gonna yap because I'm like now I'm interested. Now I want to show you guys funny videos and stuff like that. There's this guy who recaps Kingdom Hearts. He's hilarious. I don't remember if I've shown anybody else this.
Welcome to the React stream.
Yeah, well, he's very funny and he is Barry Kramer. He does a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts. I hate YouTube ads. Hang on. I don't want pie.
Yeah, apparently that's just as much of a scam as honey.
Yeah. It's made by the
It's
same
like you
person who did Honey, apparently.
Oh, then it absolutely is a scam.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me share. Let me share with Azure first before also Donald being the smartest person in Kingdom Hearts. He's always been the voice of reason. Him and Goofy are always the person. Goofy, yeah.
Yeah,
They're Goofy is like
8 years of experience.
Yeah. Goofy is a dad in real life. So of course so anyway. Oh my god, go away ads. Anyway, so here it is. This is a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts. Let me get the audio going. I don't think I have.
So this is a 30-minute long video. So this is just what we're gonna watch the rest
Yeah,
of the night.
this is just it. This is what we're gonna watch for the rest of the stream.
I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts, so this should be an interesting.
This is all you need. Yay! Let's see. Let me find. There we go. All right.
To a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts. I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and like a third of Kingdom Hearts 2, but I've always been fascinated by the
Can everybody
series.
hear everything okay?
What does any of this mean? So, I sat down with this good boy Gam and he explained everything to me for 7 hours.
Yes, but it's a lot stupider than you think.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that in a long time. I'm
Alright.
still angry.
Okay.
And now I'm going to explain everything to you in slightly less time. Please treat any non-accuracy as a true game word. But before we plunge headfirst into the terror that awaits us, there's some stuff you just gotta accept about the world of Kingdom Hearts. 1. Hearts are not literally hearts. They're kinda like a person's soul, but more like their emotional soul, I guess? 2. Light equals good and dark equals bad, and these are not metaphor, they're tangible forces within the universe. 3.
Happy
If
Pie
you
Day,
lose your
friends,
heart
yes.
or it's overcome by darkness, it turns into one of these little guys called a heartless.
Why is
4.
the Darko
A body
barking
without
here?
a
'Cause
heart
I'm
is an
tired.
empty husk that turns into one of these
Light is
slithering dudes
good,
dark
a
is
nobody.
stinky. Yeah.
Okay, so you lose your heart, you create both a heartless and a nobody. Simple
Got it.
enough. 5. If you're
Simple enough.
strong-willed enough, your husk turns into a special kind of nobody that looks like you and can talk and stuff. Okay, sure,
Get it?
fine, why not?
Okay.
6.
Okay.
If both the heartless and nobody are destroyed, the original person is made whole again. And whole people are called somebodies. Just, I know. 7. There's Disney and Final Fantasy characters everywhere. And retcons. 8. This is more of a personal note, but I find it easier to take this all in if you consider it more of an
Nobody has no
avant-garde
emotion
interactive
except
art piece
JK,
than
they
a
do.
traditional narrative. Okay, let's dive in! Mickey, take the wheel! Kingdom Hearts 1. We start in Destiny Islands, and if you think that name is heavy-handed now, just you wait. There's a bunch of kids running around, but we only care about 3 of them. Sora, the plucky one, Riku, the angsty one, and Kairi, the milquetoast girl with no discernible personality traits whatsoever. Now, despite having their own cluster
So you
of
were
islands
right.
to call
Yes.
their own, these kids decide it's not enough and build a raft to go on their own adventures. But suddenly,
idea.
shroop,
Yeah.
a big old portal opens up and Heartless start pouring out.
Oh, no.
Sora tries to fight them and is absolutely useless until shwee! A Keyblade suddenly appears in his hand, and he's all like, nice. Now, Keyblades aren't just big keys. Well, I mean, they are, but they're also big metaphorical keys. They can destroy darkness and repair worlds and just generally do whatever the developers need them to do at that moment. And also,
So it's
they're
like
sort of
it's
like
like a
Harry Potter
sonic
ones, where they
screwdriver.
choose
Yes.
their master, kinda. So Sora beats the crap out of some Heartless, and then Riku's like, dude, this evil portal's totally sweet. And Sora's like, I don't know, man, that looks like a bad time. And Riku's like, I'm gonna go through there. Nope. You should come too. Nuh-uh. Okay then. Yeah. I'll just, nope. Here I go. You should not. Through the spooky portal. And then everything explodes and Sora goes flying and Kairi sort of phases through Sora. Yeah, that's a little weird. Elsewhere, Mickey Mouse, yes, Mickey Mouse, did I stutter? Is like, I gotta go, see you later, huh? And Donald and Goofy are like, you what? You're the king. You can't just find the Keyblade wielder. Bye-bye. I don't understand what's happening. So after exploding and flying through space for a while, Sora wakes up in this strange city with bumpin' music called Traverse Town. He meets up with Donald and Goofy, who are like, is that a Keyblade? And Sora's like, don't touch it. Meanwhile, Riku gracefully emerges from his creepy portal thing and meets up with Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, and she's like, Riku, you should totally join me. Look, Sora doesn't even care about you anymore. He has new friends now. And Riku's like, these vibes I'm getting from you are definitely trustworthy. So Sora
Then the
teams up with
remake.
Gobbled and
Yeah.
Goombi so they can find their friends. They travel through a bunch of Disney worlds that literally do not matter whatsoever. Like, it's fine if you want to hang out with the adorable little teacup from Beauty and the Beast and this guy over here, Chub play the tub, fine, but it does not matter to the story. Eventually, they wind up at a big old castle called Hollow Bastion. Riku pops up, and Sora's like, Riku, my friend, after being separated for so long, I have finally found you. And Riku's like, girl, that Keyblade's only been hanging out with you to make me jealous. And Keyblade-chan zwoops on over to Riku-kun. Oh, Scoots, says Sora. Well, it doesn't matter. With Donald and Goofy at my side, we can't... our allegiance is with the Keyblade, not you, so... Then Sora has a mopey road
Wow,
trip
they're
with Beast
pricks.
from Beauty and the Beast until they discover this super spooky room with a giant keyhole and a bunch of sleeping Disney princesses. Riku's in the corner.
At my end.
Yep, everything died for a second. I don't know why. Oh my god, maybe
why
it's because we
everything
got a
died.
follower. Alright, all of a sudden, I broke it. Yeah, but it's okay. Everything randomly just came back. All's green again.
He was also like totally pulling Maleficent's strings or whatever. And she's like, it be like that though. And Sora goes, you what, mate? And also, Kairi has been drilling face down in the corner this whole time, but nobody knows because she's just that boring. Beast, who has been awkwardly in the room this whole time, points her out, and after a few minutes, they remember who she is. Kairi! Cries Sora. Riku drones on for a while about how Kairi's the last princess Ansem needs for his evil scheme. And also remember when Destiny Islands blew up and Kairi went zzzz through Sora? Yeah, her heart has been inside of Sora this whole time. Sora goes, ew, OMG, and commits Sudoku with his Keyblade. This frees Kairi's heart and revives her.
Yay!
This also frees Sora's heart, so he's a heartless now.
Boo.
But
Why?
Kairi's like, Bibbidi Bobbidi Deus Ex Machina, bitch. And Sora turns back to normal, which contradicts everything we understand about how any of this works, but sure, fine. Ansem sees all this and is like, seriously, like, I checked the wiki and they used the word somehow. Whatever, I'm outie, peace. And Sora follows him to Destiny Islands, but
The
now
most
it's all
powerful word
destroyed,
in the
so
English
it's
language.
Yeah.
Destiny Islands. Ansem and Sora have a good old-fashioned anime showdown. You know, Sora believes in himself, Ansem turns into a boat, and the player mashes X a lot until Ansem is like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna open the door to Kingdom Hearts, which is the source of all hearts, and it's all darkness in there and stuff. I love darkness. Check out my tattoo. And Sora's like, all right, fine, open it, you dollar store goth, and sort of fumbles with his Oakleys for a moment because guess what? It's like Ansem is all, curses, foiled, bingus bongus, and he explodes. Sora tries to close the door to Kingdom Hearts, but he can't. Oh no. Until guess what? Riku. Wait, how is he in there? And guess what? Mickey. Why? Wait, where's his shirt? Remember this? It's important. I swear, do not forget. Riku and Mickey help close the door from the
Okay.
inside, and bingus bongus bablamo. All the broken worlds go back to normal, and everybody returns to Destiny Islands, and Sora is like, okay, I'll be back. I gotta go save Riku and Mickey. And Kairi just kind of stands there because she has no agency and is barely a character. Chain of Memories. 5 minutes later, Sora is walking down a road with Dorbald and Goblin when a hooded figure arrives and mumbles something about mysteries. Mysteries. They continue down the path and arrive at Castle Oblivion. Ooh. Sora works his way through the castle and meets a whole bunch of creepy figures that dramatically take off their hoods to reveal their sweet, sweet anime hair. There's Larxene and Marluxia and Axel and Lexius and Zexion and Vexen, also known as all the sweet LiveJournal blogs used to follow in middle school. They take turns showing up to do something mysterious, and then Sora blows them up. Except Axel, he survives, because he had the biggest anime hair of them all. Meanwhile, Sora's losing his memories.
Oh no.
The further he moves into the castle, the more his real memories get replaced by fake memories. He starts remembering this girl who kinda looks like Kairi, but she's not. She's got different hair and almost a personality. Her name is Naminé. And Sora's like, I don't remember anything else, so I better find this Naminé. She seems important and was along for adventures this whole time.
I don't know.
Also, I kinda feel like I wanna give her a smooch. A few games of poker later, Sora finally reaches Naminé, and she's like, yeah, I stole all your memories. You have to take a nap so I can restore them, but you'll forget everything from this game. You won't even remember me. But Sora's already asleep in this big old fancy pod. Durlap and Gruff share the economy class pod, and they deserve it for wasting all the health potions. You had one job! Meanwhile, Riku and Mickey just kinda leave Kingdom Hearts. Riku takes the wake up floating in a void option, then teleports into Castle Oblivion cause... He ventures through the castle but doesn't lose his memories because Naminé only got eyes for Sora, know what I mean? He meets a bunch of those hooded weirdos, which, by the way, all belong to a group/cult called Organization 13. More on that in a bit. And later runs into a clone of himself. Riku's like, whoa, it's a clone of me, sweet. And the clone is like, no, you're the clone. My name is Replica Riku. And wait a minute, why is Replica in my name? So Riku kicks him a few times and Replica Riku explodes. Then Riku bumps into this red mummy named Diz. And he's like, don't worry about me for now. Actually, don't worry about any of this. You got like 5 games to go before things start to make sense. And then Mickey hops on Riku's back and is like, well, I'm gonna help you control your darkness better. Let's go. And that's about it for Chain of Memories. The next game is Kingdom Hearts 2, which starts with not Sora, but with this guy, Roxas. To find out what his deal is, we need to first check out 358 over 2 days. That title. So, okay, again, remember when Sora had a Sudoku and released Kairi's heart and turned himself into a Heartless? That also created Sora's Nobody, who wakes up in Twilight Town one day all, boopity boopity, where the poopity am I? He's found by this weirdo named Xemnas, who's like, welcome really bad to Organization 13. Here's your spooky cloak and how to infuriatingly speak in riddles guide. Also, your name is Roxas. Xemnas introduces Roxas to the rest of the Breakfast Club. Luxor, Demix, Syx, Zaldin, Zigbar, remember him for later, and hey, we know these guys. This game takes place at the same time as Chain of Memories, so you got some characters going back and forth between the two. It's super. Roxas goes on adventures around Disney World and becomes best buds with one organization member in particular, Axel. They eat ice cream and just totally bro out. It's super cute. Then Xemnas is like, yo, some stuff is going down at Castle Oblivion. Who's in? And a bunch of Organization 13 members head over there, including Axel, and then that ties in the Chain of Memories. Then a new character pops up, the 14th member of Organization 13. What? Her name is Shion, and she's like, I'm weird. I don't know who I am. And for good reason. Turns out she's... Let me just check my notes here. A replica of Sora created by Xemnas using the memories Naminé took from Sora as a failsafe in case Roxas ended up not going along with Xemnas' crazy schemes. And thanks to Naminé, some of Sora's memories wound up in Roxas too. So Shion pieces out in an attempt to save us all from having to understand what's going on, but Xemnas captures her and reprograms her to make her attack Roxas. Because if Shion defeats Roxas, then Sora will never be able to get his memories back. But Roxas defeats Shion and she's like, Cough, Sputter, you gotta merge with Sora and defeat Xemnas. And Roxas is like, what's a Sora? Is that a type of ice cream? But before she can reply, she porfs into Roxas. Dang. Riku shows up because, sure, why not? And he's like, okay, Roxas, time to go back to Sora. And Roxas is like, I don't wanna. Also, whom's this Sora? And Riku's like, fine, sit inside this computer simulation until you cool off. And Roxas is like, what are any of these words you're saying? Which leads us to Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yep.
We meet up with Roxas, who's inside a computer simulation of Twilight Town, except he lost most of his memories and doesn't know he's inside a computer. And I mean, we're not supposed to either, because 358 over 2 days released like 4 years after Kingdom Hearts 2, but trust me, it's just easier to understand this way. So Roxas has his weird summer break and eats lots of ice cream and experiences a bunch of brain freezes and glitches in the Matrix until one day Axel shows up. And he's all like, Roxas, you're in a computer, I'm your friend. And Roxas is like, what's a computer? Then he meets Naminé Namine, who goes, "You're Sora's nobody," and Roxas is like, "Whoa, what's a nobody?" He doesn't understand what's going on, but that's okay because neither do we. He finally runs into Diz, who goes, "Look, just merge with Sora and everything will be cool." And Roxas goes, "Okay, but there better be ice cream there." So he absorbs out of the computer and into Sora, and Sora finally wakes up with all of his memories back. Minus everything that happened in Chain of Memories. And I guess Dallas and Gommet wake up too, whatever. Mickey, now in a badass hoodie, sends them off to meet the wizard, a wonderful wizard named Yen Sid. And he looks like this. Yen Sid goes, "First of all, those outfits have to go. Zippers are out. Belts are in. Second, you need your driver's license. Go visit more Disney worlds." So they visit some more merchandising opportunities and keep bumping into Maleficent, now joined by Pete and a bunch of those Organization 13 weirdos. They just don't quit, do they? At one point, there's a battle with a million billion Heartless, and Goofy gets hit by a boulder and dies. Yeah, he's dead. Hengus Bunger, you're 6 feet under. Somewhere in all this mess, we get a big ol' exposition dump. A while ago, there was a nice bearded man named Ansem the Wise, who was a man of science. Or the Kingdom Hearts equivalent of science, because this guy was researching hearts and light and wrote his dissertation on feeling good and having friends. Now, Ansem the Wise had an apprentice by the name of Xehanort, who let his heart get consumed by darkness because he's a weirdo. This created Xehanort's Heartless, which confusingly decided to call itself Ansem. Psst, this was the bad guy in Kingdom Hearts 1, not Wise Ansem. They're completely different people. And Xehanort's Nobody, which called itself Xemnas. Hey, we know that guy. Meanwhile, Kairi's standing exactly where Sora left her on Destiny Islands, but somehow in a new outfit, when Axel swoops in and kidnaps her. He wants his buddy Roxas back, and he's not gonna let Organization 13 boss him around no more. Oh no siree. But he instantly sacrifices himself so Sora can jump through a portal to the world that never was.
Yes.
Sora's like, how can I be in a place that never was when it clearly currently is? But just then a mysterious figure emerges. It's Ansem, but no, it's Riku. It's Riku, but he looks like Ansem? Okie dokie. Sora goes on a heart unlocking spree until Diz appears and he's like, "You think that I'm a mummy now? Here's a surprise. Feast your eyes on my disguise, I'm really Ansem the Wise. The bad guys are conspiring to make their own Kingdom Hearts, but they forgot a little something that's right, my looks and my smarts. I'm gonna use this pewter here to digitize the skies. You better idolize and recognize I'm Ansem the Wise. Sora, Donald, Goofy, Riku, Mickey, and Kairi. I bid you all adieu because my computer is backfiring." So Diz's computer explodes, which causes Diz to disappear, and for some reason also turns Riku back to normal. Xemnas is all, "My beautiful plan ruined, etc, etc, let us fight." Sora and Riku hold hands and prepare for a good old-fashioned anime showdown. Sora believes in himself, Xemnas turns into a boat, and the player mashes X a lot, and sometimes triangle, until Xemnas is defeated. Everyone winds up back on Destiny Islands because sure, whatever. And Namine's there too, and she's like, "Hey Kairi, nice to meet you, I'm your nobody." And Kairi stares into the middle distance. Yeah, so everything ties back to the moment Sora released his and Kairi's hearts. Either it's poetic in its simplicity or stupid in its stupidity, I don't know. This moment should have created two Heartlesses and at least one nobody, because Kairi's heart isn't really connected to her body at this point. But Kairi is a princess of heart, meaning she has zero darkness in her heart, so she doesn't create a Heartless. She does create a nobody, but she has no body for it to form from, so while Sora is busy splitting off into his Heartless and his nobody, Kairi's nobody, Namine, is created from Kairi's heart and Sora's body, which explains why she was able to meddle with his memories and whatnot. So to sum it up, I don't know, I said up front this thing was filled with retcons, right? Sora goes, "Oh yeah, Roxas has been kinda rumbly lately, you okay little fella?" So Sora and Roxas share a ghost hug, and Kairi and Namine are chill, I
Supposedly that's how it works.
Oh, and Goofy recovers from being dead. But then a letter washes up on the shore with that dang old Mickey Mouse insignia on it. What do you want now, you creepy rat? But before we open that envelope...
Saving money feels right. Just like when things are packed tidy and tight.
That's
Get auto insurance
stupid.
that fits your
I know,
budget.
right?
Birth by sleep. Diddly diddly diddly. 10 years earlier, we got these three sweet
10 years
pieces of
earlier.
anime hair. Aqua, Terra, and Ventus. Weirdly, Ventus looks a lot like Roxas.
That's
like,
so weird.
Identical.
That-
I mean,
that
I
really
know
weird.
compared to Dozenkrantz and Goofenstern over here, Roxas and Sora look a lot alike, but trust me, Roxas resembles
of a
this
cut.
guy, Ventus. for reasons. The three of them are being trained by Master Ericus to become Keyblade
Master
Masters.
Ericus, who
Ventus
is
is
voiced
too young
by-
and spunky, so he has
by-
to wait
by
while
Luke
Aqua and Terra
Skywalker,
take
anyway.
their final test, the Mark of Mastery.
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Also, we're in this place, the Land of Departure. Aqua passes, and she's all like, neat. But Terra fails because he's got too much angsty darkness and Spencer's coupons inside his heart. And Ericus takes one look and goes, girl, get yourself sorted out. Meanwhile, in a fancy land for fancy lads called Radiant Garden, Ansem the Wise is researching how hearts work and stuff. He's got some test tubes and like a computer, and he's
Mark
going
Hamill,
on,
he
yes,
was
interesting.
here in the
He's surrounded by all
chaos,
his
yeah,
hot
he
anime
voiced
friends who kind of look
the master
familiar.
dude.
There's also a little girl here named Kyrie who's got no personality. Look at her go. Elsewhere, Aqua and Terra pop out of a portal on Destiny Islands because of course they do.
Of course
they
they
meet
do.
these two little babbies named Sora and Riku. Terra walks over and is like, ew, this one is totally giving me Ventus vibes. Hey kid, now you know how to use a Keyblade. You won't remember this when you're older. And Riku dribbles on himself. Also, Kyrie comes over from Radiant Garden and Aqua maybe teaches her how to use a Keyblade? Ventus is wandering alone by himself somewhere when this hot piece of action rolls up on a motorcycle and is like, remember me? And Ventus is like, nope. And Hot Stuff takes off his helmet and is like, how about now? And Ventus is like, sorry, I only know one other dude with yellow eyes. Wait! Turns out Ventus forgot a whole bunch of stuff that was super important. Before he was being trained by Master Ericus, his master was this objectively evil-looking dude with yellow eyes named Master Xehanort. How about that? Xehanort was trying to get Ventus to unleash the darkness in his
All the
heart
bad
to
guys
summon
have
this
X's in their
all-powerful
names.
Keyblade called the
Keyblade.
That's the Greek letter
How the
key.
fuck do
But
you
Ventus
hold
was
that?
like, I don't wanna. I'm a good boy. Look at my badge. And Xehanort's like, fine, I'll just take your darkness myself. And goes shoobly bop, sucks the darkness out of Ventus's heart, and makes Motorcycle Man, also known as Vanitas. Oh, and he looks exactly like an evil Sora, but just don't think about it. It's fine. Flashback over. Ventus is like, oh yeah, I remember. And Vanitas is like, cool, we gotta fight. Meet me at the Keyblade Graveyard. Okay, so long ago there were tons of Keyblade wielders and they all fought over the Keyblade in this epic war, and now all that's left is a bunch of keys in the ground. But Ventus knows all this and just goes, K. Meanwhile, Terra's getting super moody and kills Master Ericus. Ericus is
Wow.
like, why, my pupil? And Terra's like, I don't know, Gam didn't go over this part in detail, but I'm assuming darkness? Then everyone piles into the minivan and heads on over to the Keyblade Graveyard for their big anime fight. And you know it's serious because nobody turns into a boat. Ventus versus Vanitas. Terra versus Xehanort, who's like, hello. And Aqua versus this dude who you might
Terra is
recognize
very
better
dumb.
like
He
this,
is
but he
very
doesn't
dumb.
have his cool eye patch and scar yet. Him named Breg. Xehanort
Breg.
is like, I'll have the Keyblade. Keyblade, not Keyblade. And with that, I'll control Kingdom Hearts. And Terra's like, nuh-uh, no siree, stop right there, Mr. Bister. And everyone starts fighting. Aqua beats up Breg, and he's like, now I look cooler. Ventus and Vanitas fuse, which sorta creates the Keyblade for a second, but then it explodes. And then Ventus explodes. He's just asleep, but his heart goes swoosh over to Destiny Islands to go live in Sora's heart and heal up. Sure, okay. Aqua takes Ventus's blown up body back to the Land of Departure and uses her Keyblade to turn it into Castle Oblivion. She goes, okay, Ventus, I'm the only one who knows you're here. Have a good nap now, pat pat. She returns just in time to see Xehanort possessing Terra, forming Terra Xehanort, or Terranort for short. A while back, Xehanort was like, I'm getting old. I can possess someone using the darkness in their heart. That's a neat trick. Also, psst, this is what Nording is. Aqua goes, I am not about this, and fights and defeats Terranort. But Terranort's all like, ha ha ha, not so fast, and uses his Keyblade to unlock his heart, which traps Aqua in the realm of darkness and gives Terranort amnesia because we didn't have enough tropes on our plate already, sure. Throw some amnesia into the mix. Terranort, just calling himself Xehanort now, becomes an apprentice to Ansem the Wise, and then much later gets his memories back, and goes on to create his Heartless Ansem, this one, not that one, and his Nobody Xemnas. Now we can return to the present in Recoded. Well, not quite the present. Sometime after defeating Xemnas, but before
I like
Mickey's
a lot
letter
of
arrives at
different
Destiny
properties.
Islands, Jiminy
None of them
Cricket
have
is
been as
hanging out with
complicated
Mickey.
as
You
this.
see, throughout Sora's many adventures, he's been accompanied by Jiminy, who's been
This is
documenting
why
everything that happens. Like
I-
today, Sora spent 15 minutes staring at a bowl of oatmeal. Jiminy's about to turn in his homework to Mickey when he notices some cryptic messages he didn't write, like some Cure lyrics or something. Chip and Dale digitize the journal and create a digital copy of Sora, Data Sora, to fight the bugs that are corrupting the data Mafia, and I don't know, hacking,
They have to
hijinks
retcon
ensue.
so many
Pete and
things,
Maleficent
yeah.
are there, some C-tier Disney properties show up, Jiminy's journal appears and turns into Riku. It's just whatever. The journal is restored, and Data Namine reaches out to Data Sora and is like, hey, you got a whole lot of business jellying up your jam ram. You got Roxas inside of you, and like Shion's inside of Roxas, and then there's like Ventus sort of fused with Vanitas. It's just a big ol' awkward inception party in there. It's middle school dance bad. Also, the bugs are a side effect of me messing with Sora's memories, cause Data Sora texts all this to Mickey, who's like, butter my me-shaped muffins, the real Sora's gotta learn about this stat, and writes the letter that then shows up at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. Data Sora goes, what, real Sora? As the computer gets turned off, cause Mickey's got a date with a wizard. Yen Sid goes, yo, Xehanort is coming back and we're screwed. We only have one Keyblade Master and you, like, randomly took your shirt off that one time. And Mickey goes, we'll get to that. What about Sora and Riku? If they become Keyblade Masters and Sora gets his jam unjellied, we might stand a chance. And Yen Sid goes, okay, but there's
Jelly
a
in
lot
my
of
jam."
jelly in his jam. And it smells like peaches. Dream Drop Distance. In order to become Keyblade Masters, Sora and Riku have to take the Mark of Mastery, the same exam that Terra and Aqua took way back when. But apparently the test
Everyone
is
gets
totally arbitrary.
Keyblades.
Whoever's conducting
Yeah.
the exam just does whatever they want, just like real life. Yen Sid charges Sora and Riku with waking all the sleeping hearts of various worlds that have been on a constant roller coaster of exploding and being reformed over the past couple games. They bounce through some Disney worlds and wake people up, but not Sleeping Beauty? Come on, it's a game about waking people. Okay, game's telling me there's a reason. Okay, fine. Anyway, remember the rules of the Kingdom Hearts universe? All that stuff about Heartless and Nobodies and how destroying both restores the original somebody? Yeah, so all those Organization 13 Nobodies Sora killed, they're back as their original X-less somebodies.
Yay!
What? Our protagonist wasn't going around murdering people? See, they're fine. Ha ha ha. Also keep it together. Oh. The X in all those Nobodies names isn't an X. It's called the Recusant Sigil, and Xehanort uses it to mark his BFFs and track their location. This even works on clothing, and that's, oh god, that's how they're able to track Sora throughout this game. Because they put an X on his shirt. Woo! Oh, and then this guy shows up. This is young Xehanort. Yeah, so now there's time travel in this series. Good! I am over the heart-shaped moon! Thank you! It really doesn't matter how time travel works in this universe, and I'm scared to open the wiki again, so here's all of Gam's notes on the matter. Basically, at some point, Evil Ansem went back to Destiny Islands where Xehanort grew up because, because everyone's from there. He met the young lad and was like, here's some, going back in time potion. Go round up all the Xehanorts because we going hard. Because, okay, Xehanort's Heartless was killed in Kingdom Hearts 1 and his Nobody was killed in Kingdom Hearts 2, which means Xehanort's somebody is back and ready to crack some skulls. And wait, why does he look like creepy old man Xehanort, not Terranort? I thought I understood how this worked. Oh, I'm doing my best! Oh, but now we learn about Xehanort's ultimate master plan. In Birth by Sleep, he
There are
wanted
more
the
Xehanort,
Keyblade
yeah.
in order to control Kingdom Hearts. But the Keyblade exploded, and conveniently it likes to explode into 20 pieces. 7 light and 13 dark. Xehanort is all, grr, I want those shards. Like he's the villain in a cereal commercial or something. Originally, he planned for the 7 light pieces to come from the so-called 7 princesses of heart. Snow White, Cinderella, Alice, Aurora, Belle, Jasmine, and Kairi. This is all the business with the Princess Pods and Hollow Bastion back in Kingdom Hearts 1. But the 7 light pieces could also be the 7 Guardians of Light. Mickey, Sora, Riku, Ventus, Aqua, Terra, maybe Kairi. It's not really clear right now. Meanwhile, the 13 dark pieces are a little harder to come by. We got a couple bad eggs bumbling about, but 13? Not quite. So Xehanort, being the rational person he is,
So
decided
rational.
to essentially create 12 copies of himself by putting a little Nort into all these Nobodies, which together would then act as the 13 dark pieces
That's
needed to
right.
form the Keyblade.
Why-
This is why Xehanort
Why
created
make an
Organization
organization
13.
with 13
His
people when
plan
you
was
just
to
do it
Nort
yourself?
each of the members so he'd have his 13 dark pieces. But instead, they
Like
thought
they
for
added more
themselves and were
steps
like,
to a
what the
two-step
heck,
solution.
dude? And also, Sora killed everybody, so way to go, Sora. He also tried having 2 of the members be his Heartless and Nobody, which is totally cheating. Xehanort, being the rational person he is, decided,
Hey, that's a good point. What am I doing norting unwilling people?
I'll just find people who want to be me. Like, me. So that's why he sent Ansem to seek out young Xehanorts in the past. He's making a new Organization 13 out of some time-traveling Xehanorts and a bunch of other friends called the... wait for it. Real Organization 13. They should have called it the Super Excited to Be Xehanort Club. So Xehanort gathers himself, young Xehanort, Ansem, Xemnas, Xigbar, and Syx, who are part of the old Organization 13, but apparently just can't get enough of that Nort juice. And
Who
6
writes
other
this?
shadowy figures that will
Nomura.
almost certainly get revealed in Kingdom Hearts 3. They're probably like time-traveling goofies or something. Oh, yuck. But wait, I hear you counting on your fingers. That only makes 12. Yes, they're one short. So Xehanort decides the 13th Nort shall be Sora. He kidnaps Sora because I guess Goofus and Dalent do literally nothing all day and is about to Nort Sora super good
Awful
when
Nort.
Lee dives in and saves the day. Psst, Lee is Axel's somebody and he only really cares about Roxas and Xion, but Sora will have to do. Xehanort goes, Drat, I'd kidnap you again, but we're all out of our going back in time potion. Until next time when the 7 and 13 are destined to fight and summon the Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts 3. And all the Xehanorts disappear. For now. Riku and Sora go back to Yen Sid and they're like, wow, the whole universe was at stake. Glad we got out of that one. Hoo-wee, I almost forgot we were taking a test, haha. And Yen Sid goes, Riku, you passed. Good job. Sora, you almost got Norted. You failed. And Sora goes, Nort again. All the characters laugh and credits roll. Wait, we're not done yet. 2 quick games to go. Union Cross. Long ago, I mean like long ago, all the worlds were connected and 'twas the age of fairy tales. In this harsh on the eyeballs place called Daybreak Town, there was this guy called the Master of Masters, who wore a sweet hood and trench like the organization dudes, and he wrote this book of prophecies with the help of his Keyblade No Name, which can see into the future, but
Wow.
only the future it's actually around for, like in the same room. Look, it's got a magic creepy eyeball. So the Master of Masters goes
I'm
to
sure
his
that'll
6
be
apprentices and is like, hey guys, I'm gonna peace out. Here, you carry No Name around to pass it down through the generations for no particular future sight related reason, and this box, don't open it. And the rest of you get a signed copy of my book, you're welcome. But little did the apprentices know, he gave each of them a slightly different copy of the Book of Prophecies. They read their books and learn there's a traitor amongst them, but not really. The apprentices scatter to the winds like dandelions and create their own little groups that learn to use Keyblades. Years and years pass,
So-
these groups all end up fighting in the Keyblade War and
I
shattering
don't
the
know what-
Keyblade into 20 pieces, and yeah, there's
I'm
some of your
assuming
backstory,
we're gonna
I guess.
figure
Look,
out what
this
the
is a
fuck the
browser
Master of
slash
Masters
mobile
was
game.
doing
Don't worry about it too much.
later.
Like, maybe you should know Ventus and Marluxia's somebody are leaders
Don't
of
listen
2
to
of
him.
these
It turns
groups,
out
and
that the
there's
mobile
these
game was
things called
super important.
Darklings that are heartless, born from Keyblade wielders. There's a Darkling on the box for Kingdom Hearts 3 right about meow.
Yeah.
But seriously, if any of this is relevant in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm sure they'll provide context for it like the competent writers they are. And, Hocus pocus! These games have no focus! Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage. That's the sound of my soul escaping my body. Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by... Hey, you know what? Let's just call it No for short. Acts as a kind of prequel sequel that sets some things up for Kingdom Hearts 3. You play as Aqua, picking up right after the events of Birth by Sleep, where she was trapped in the realm of darkness by Terranort. She wanders around some Disney world swallowed up by darkness, fights her doppelganger, Phantom Aqua, and finds Ventus and Terra, but they're not actually there, she's just lonely. She fights some shadow monsters
oh
and
my
ends up
God,
falling
Nomura
even
left
deeper
Square
into
Enix, so
darkness,
the
but
games
eventually
might make
runs into
sense now.
Riku and Mickey. Because, yeah, even though her story took place 10
I'm
years
shook
before
it.
Kingdom Hearts 1, time is super janky in the realm of darkness. Which sure is convenient
When
if
did
you're a
that
writer and
happen?
want to get your prequel character into the present story. Aqua fends off the darkness while Riku and Mickey close the door from the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, and Mickey literally loses his shirt just to preserve
That's
continuity.
what they pursue.
There's no other reason. What a guy! What a guy! The door is successfully closed. Hooray! Except Aqua is still trapped in darkness. feces. Elsewhere, Yen Sid is like, Sora, not only did you fail my super simple exam, but your brush with getting Norted actually left you Metroided. Look, all your stats are back to level 1. Sora goes, oh well, gosh darn, ain't that convenient. I mean inconvenient. There's no time. Go to the Colosseum from Hercules and hang out with Danny DeVito. Okay. Also, Lee is a Keyblade wielder now.
Funny
and
part
Kairi.
is Danny DeVito didn't even get to reprise
And that
his role
takes
for
us
that.
to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Because
Sora's gotta
the
train. Riku and
Japanese
Mickey gotta
voice
rescue
for
Aqua.
Phil
Kairi's
died,
got to maybe
so he didn't have a
develop
voice line
into
in
a
Kingdom Hearts
character.
3.
And Xehanort is off somewhere trying to get the 7 Pieces of Light and the Sex Club to go to prom together. What'll happen? Will Xehanort reassemble the Keyblade only for Yen Sid to pull a King of Red Lions and be like, I made this? Will the Disney and Final Fantasy characters actually have any kind of bearing on the overall plot? Will we meet a character without pointy anime hair? Will we get to befriend him over the course of our journey and then in our final moment
No.
of need his hair pointifies and he saves the day? Will Goofy say a swear? Let's Goofy swear! Hello, if you feel
What?
like you don't have quite enough Kingdom Hearts coursing through
Is
your
there
veins, you can watch the
swearing
7-hour
in
live stream
Kingdom
that started
Heart
this
games?
whole mess. Or
No. Hang on, let me see if I... So now we must go to the final finale of Kingdom Hearts 3 and see how it ends. There is no swearing in, but
this video is brought
yeah, here it is. This is the grand finale. I don't think he made any more. Let me check. Yeah, it doesn't look like he made any more. But anyway, here it is. His
Because this
summary.
isn't the end of the franchise, right?
Yeah.
Were you quiet that entire time?
Yeah.
I was certain that my internet had dropped again.
No. I was just quiet the entire food. Yes. This is the last game. Stares at all the announcements for Kingdom Hearts 4. Anyway. I'm sure
Isn't there like a Kingdom Hearts 2.9? Isn't
Well-
that the meme?
Well, the meme is that supposedly Kingdom Hearts 3 takes place in a game, and that we still technically haven't gotten Kingdom Hearts 3. That's the fan theory. All right, let's see how.
Brought to you in
Let's
part
see
by
the,
me,
the
because I
final
made
12
this.
minutes.
Welcome to a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts 3. You might be here because you just can't be bothered to play Kingdom Hearts 3, or maybe it's the year 2082 and you're looking for a refresher before Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out. Hi kids, it's me, your Grand Pep in the past. If you're confused and lost, well I mean we all are, but you should probably watch my other video first covering everything up to this point. Alright then, let's do this. Kingdom Hearts 3. Last we saw Sora, he was getting told by Yen Sid to get good. His main task is to relearn the power of waking, which will allow him to help those jumbled up hearts
I thought
inside
that's
of him and
walking.
unjelly his jam once and for all. I guess that's technically what he did with Kairi's heart back in Kingdom Hearts 1, but with the power of waking, he shouldn't have to poke his soft underbelly and turn into a bug. Yen Sid gives everybody who matters new clothing and sends them off. Oh, also be on the lookout for Keyblade wielders. We need like 2 more to get to 7, he says. Sora, Donald, and Goofy fly through a bunch of completely arbitrary Disney worlds that once again do not matter in the slightest, and Sora learns absolutely nothing about the power of waking. Jack Sparrow is actually a bunch of crabs in a trench coat, and Rex from Toy Story is obsessed with this hot new video game you wish you were playing instead called Verum Rex. Wait, is he obsessed with it because he thinks it's about him? Oh, and you can make Olaf.
I mean, if I
Also,
remember
Maleficent
correctly,
and Pete
for
are back,
Toy
and
Story
they're
2,
looking for a
Rex
box.
is a gamer.
They don't
Yeah.
find it. Pat.
Pat.
Along the way, we're reintroduced to the real Organization 13 and learn who the rest of the members are. Disappointingly, they're all characters we already know. Boo! In addition to the
Rex
Norks
sounds
we
like
saw in
better
Dream
title.
Drop Distance, there's Larxene, Marluxia, Luxord, Vexen, and Demix. But now they all have yellow eyes, yo-oh! Also joining the gang is Vanitas from Birth by Sleep and Dark Riku, a time-traveling replica Riku from Chain of Memories.
Oh,
This
God.
is a different Riku than the replica Riku we met in Castle Oblivion, and we know this because that replica Riku is hanging out inside of the original Riku like a teenager loitering outside of 7-Eleven. There's also a hand-wavy explanation explanation as to why Ansem and Xemnas blowing up revived old man Xehanort instead of Terranort, but don't worry about it because Terranort is back too, and there's even another hooded figure we'll get to later. This is way more than 13? There's too many hooded figures in this game. Some of the other former members of
This series is
Organization
allergic
13
to making
decided
new
to be
characters.
good and stay as somebodies. They hang out back at Ansem the Wise's place and dig through his stuff and find his naughty magazines. They text Sora old memes sometimes. The somebodies figure out what we learned like 3 games ago, that Sora has all these hearts jellying up his jam. Sora's like, I don't know if any of them even technically count as people, but we gotta help them out. He sets out to free Roxas because, ew, girls are icky. But he runs into a problem. For one, Roxas doesn't have a body anymore. And for two, Sora doesn't know how to release Roxas's heart. Wait, hold up. Since when do nobodies have hearts? I thought the whole point was that they're a shell without a heart. You know what? I have no more fight left in me. It's fine. Ronga's hooded, this plot is convoluted. Roxas's friends show up and are like, hey, we don't remember Roxas because we were only friends with him inside a computer. And Sora's like, oh yeah, there should be a copy of his heart in the computer. But they don't know Ansem's password. Beep, boop, sad
Yep.
toot. Meanwhile, Riku and Mickey are so bad at rescuing Aqua that she turns into anti-Aqua. Which is actually fine because, I mean, she's rocking it. Mickey goes, what happened? And she's like, I was trapped here for 10 years and turned
What
evil and got
happened
this
to me?
sweet outfit. What took you so long? And Riku's like, I couldn't find my big car, my bad, lol. Sora pops out of a
God.
portal and helps his boyfriend Riku beat up Darkwa with the power of the Gay Blade TM. They unlock Aqua's face so hard she turns good again. Why? They zip over to Castle Oblivion and Aqua turns it back into the land of departure and they find Sleepy Ventus right where she left him having a big ol' nap. Sora tries to use the power of waking, but Vanitas pops up and attacks Aqua. He's like, heh heh, and she's like, oh no. Suddenly, Sora learns the actual power of waking because, you know, they had an opportunity to make the Disney worlds relevant, but no, you know what, now is fine, this'll do. Ventus's heart poots out of Sora and into Ventus, and Ventus wakes up. He jumps in front of Vanitas and goes, remember me? And Vanitas goes, oh, that's cute, because that's what I said in Birth by Sleep when And Ventus bops him on the noggin. Ow. Did you toot? Elsewhere, Vexen grabs Demyx and is like, wait, I forgot Xehanort isn't even a real goth. Let's bounce. What do you mean? You willingly came back and let yourself get Norded. I'm a double agent. I'm working for Ansem the Wise. Let's go. And on their way out, they steal an empty replica body for Roxas. For later. Oh, and
Convenient.
Ansem the Wise is
Convenient.
totally fine and wandering about in the background, but he barely does anything, so don't worry about him. Back at Yen Sid's place, the 7 Guardians of Light are finally
My
assembled.
gosh.
Sora, Riku, Mickey, Aqua, and Ventus are joined by Kairi and Lee, who spent 10 hyperbolic time chamber minutes in Merlin's moon bounce, so they're totally trained and up to the task. Yen Sid goes, son of a Disney, is this really the best we have? Okay, y'all ready to fight Xehanort? Wait, Mr. Yen Sid, says Goofy. If the 7 and the 13 fight each other, then that'll summon the Keyblade, right? Yes, what's your point? So if we don't fight them, then Xehanort can never win. Wow, Goofy, you're as smart as you are handsome. But if we refuse to fight, Xehanort will just use the 7 princesses of heart instead. Turnips, cries Sora. I won't stand by and let Norty Nort
God.
hurt Jasmine and Belle and Snow White and— No, actually, we're done with those princesses. It's all about Frozen and Tangled now. What happened to— It's all about Tangled and Frozen. It may be, Moana. Eventually. Now go!
Maybe Moana
Appease
eventually.
our shareholders and fight that Xehanort! So the 7 Guardians of Light and Donald and Goofy take the battle bus to the Keyblade Graveyard. They battle against the trillion billion Heartless, and Sora defeats them with a choo-choo train. But then Terranort shows up and kills everybody. Oopsie poopsie. Sora wakes up dead in the final world and puts his soul back together by running through an Escher painting and high-fiving himself a lot. He brings everyone back to life and they fight another wave of a trillion billion Heartless. But this time they summon the power of Union Cross and surf on a wave of
Yay!
Keyblades,
This is
and
where
the ghost
we
of
all
this
got
guy
to help.
without pointy anime hair winks at Sora. See? I called it. Yen Sid, tired of everyone's incompetence, blasts down from orbit and makes a path through the Heartless. Moses, Moses, I'm doing a Moses!
We
He
did,
yells.
we helped.
Finally, after countless games and years upon years of waiting, we have our 7 and our 13 face off against each other. And it's all tense and quiet, and a tumbleweed rolls past. But Xehanort goes, lol, nope, poof, here's a maze. Sora works his way through Xehanort's last-minute corn maze of cheap suspense and takes out some organization members. He helps turn Terra Nort back into Terra, and
Yay.
Replica Riku kills Dark Riku while Riku watches. And Sora goes, check please. The final hooded member is revealed to be Xion, and she's evil again.
Oh,
but
no.
off-screen, Ansem the Wise was able to log into his computer after finding his password underneath the keyboard and put Roxas's Digi-Heart into the replica body, and so
Yay.
Roxas enters the fight. Xion goes, wait, nope, I got my heart back from Sora. Thanks, Sora, I'm good again. And he's like, when did that happen? Whoa! All the while, each fight is bringing Xehanort one shard closer to the Keyblade. Kairi, for the first time ever, is about to
Oh
do
my
a
God.
thing, but before she can, she gets kidnapped.
Yeah,
oh,
that literally
how
happened.
convenient.
That really.
Maybe next time, Kairi. Maybe next time. Sora's like, heck, I'm not gonna fight and let you summon the Keyblade. I throw down my sword. But Xehanort goes, oh yeah, what if I do this? Psh, okay, sure. Threaten someone I don't even know. This is Kairi from Destiny Islands. I think I know what Riku looks like. Pinty girded, your friend is now murdered. And he kills Kairi. Wait, I think I remember who she is now. No! In a
Thanks,
frenzy,
Kairi.
Sora defeats the last Norts, allowing Xehanort to summon the Keyblade. I made this. Oh yeah, that was the thing I wasn't supposed to do. Whoops, he says. Now I'll summon Kingdom Hearts and make it purple and drippy, says Xehanort. Duck noises, says Donald. Yuck, says Goofy. Or at least he should have. Mickey, realizing he should probably do something of note in this game, stops time and pulls Sora aside. Hey, so it turns out that most of the organization members you killed were traveling through time, which is why they were back even though you defeated them before. And Xehanort is the portal that lets them do that. That makes every amount of sense. Thank you, Mickey-senpai. Oh no, is that a wave of Heartless I see? Stop. So they dive into the portal that is Xehanort and wind up in Scala ad Caelum, the stairway to the sky, and prepare for their final, ultimate, you better believe it's gonna be epic, anime showdown. Sora believes in himself, Xehanort turns into a goat, and the player mashes L2 a lot, trying to select the right... Damn it! Well, at least someone turned into a boat. At last, Xehanort is defeated. Darn grummit, my plan was awesome. Everyone was gonna be all like, oh, Xehanort, you're so cool. But you're not so cool, old friend. Everyone gasps with astonishment because it's the ghost of Ericus present. Yeah, this is one detail I probably should have mentioned in the last video. When Ericus died in Birth by Sleep, his little soul particles got caught in Terra's hair, and he's been quietly hanging out inside of Terra this whole time. Xehanort goes, heck,
Why does everybody in this series just
Let's
do
go
this?
get some sushi. Ericus and Xehanort hold hands and fly off into space, and there goes any chance we had at catharsis. Okay, cool, this is super underwhelming. Sora picks up the Keyblade and swooshes everything back to normal, and everyone's like, hooray! Lee is chilling with Roxas and Xion, Aqua's hanging out with Ventus and Terra, none of whom have aged in 10 years, okay? And Sora goes to Riku and is like, well, spit me out like the pit of a palpu fruit. I can't believe we all made it back in one piece. And Riku goes, you do remember Kairi died, right? Oh yeah, but if I bring her heart back, I'll be lost forever. Where does it say that? It says right here in my Dramatic Endings for Dingus's book that I ate for lunch. So Sora brings Kairi back to life and fades away. Later, nerds. And just then, Naminé walks over and starts breakdancing. Ow! Meanwhile, Pete and Maleficent actually find the box they've been searching for this whole time, and it turns out to be the Master of Masters box from Union Cross. Remember that one right there? A hooded figure arrives and summons 4 of the 5 foretellers. They're like, sup, Luciu, the other apprentice from Union Cross whose face we've never seen. You were right here in the lineup. Yep, that's you. Why have you portaled us here to the future? Also, we're missing Snake Girl or Rabbit Girl or whatever. And Luciu takes off their hood and reveals themselves to be Zigbar. They apparently didn't die earlier. And are Luciu. Zigbar, or Luciu, is like, whoops, looks like Xehanort's out of the picture and I'm the villain now. Horngus hens, the ride never ends, hee hee hee. And then Sora wakes up in Tokyo and the guy from Verum Rex is there. Yes, the guy from the fictional game Rex was obsessed with. I do not know.
That
Don't
guy
look
is
at me.
voiced by
And that's
one
it
of
for
the
Kingdom Hearts
Sprouse
3.
twins.
Or is it? Might be. Most of Kingdom Hearts 3 took place in an alternate timeline dreamscape, and there's actually some semi-decent evidence to back that up.
Oh, the
I don't
other
know.
one.
There's a link in the description to the theory, and it makes me mad that it's plausible. You can also click here and watch Gam read the theory to me while I work on this video that you're watching. Good night, everybody. See you in 15 years. Also, look, I got stickers now. Pointsnail.com. Bye. Also, get out of my house.
There you go, guys. That was Kingdom
That
Hearts.
was a lot. Okay, you win.
Yeah.
Your franchise has the more convoluted retcons.
I told you! Kingdom Hearts was stupid! And what I know what's funny is that this isn't even that much exaggerated. This is pretty much, like, spot on. Like, this is pretty much all the complaints that people have about the series. Yeah, the franchise is so dumb. I wish I could stop playing. I don't want to play anymore.
I wish I could quit you.
I don't want to play this game anymore. I think I can stop, though. I've managed not to play any of the games that have come out since 3. Surprise! There's been a whole DLC and a rhythm game that come out since this. I don't like it, Azure. I don't like that they do this. But yeah, that's the thing of Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, Sam, I stopped after Dream Drop Distance. Yeah. I mean, you should stop after Dream Drop Distance. Dream Drop Distance is the official boyfriend experience. You don't need to go past here. All you need to do is see Riku and Sora being boyfriends. They're not awake at the same time. But that's okay. They're being boyfriends the entire time. So that's all you need. Anyway. Anyone excited for the Digimon game coming out? I am.
I haven't seen much about it other than its announcement.
Yeah,
But
it's
sure.
announcement. Yeah, it came out with the trailer. Also say, yes, so Azure. So we found out like a little while after this, they finally kind of concluded the storyline in the mobile game. So it turns out everyone is Xehanort. Our main character is actually the previous incarnation of Xehanort. So they died and became Xehanort.
Of course. Of course.
Everyone is Xehanort. I don't know what games are coming out even. Apparently there's another mobile game coming out from Kingdom Hearts. It's like a Go type game, like Pokemon Go. Yes, that's actually what happened, Rusty. I swear. I can't even. Yes! It's true! Everybody's Xehanort! For real! Our player character turned out to be Xehanort in the end. I hate it how much Xehanort is connected to everything. But supposedly we're done with the Xehanort saga. I don't know how much that is true. Supposedly we're done. There's... Who wrote this poo-poo? Nomura! We know!
Well, you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna come back, like the current guy, the guy with the scar. Like,
yeah.
He's gonna there's gonna be some magic bullshit, and he's gonna be Xehanort as well.
Okay. Do you want to know like the one theory that's floating around?
Sure, why not? We've
that
gone this
could be
far.
plausible. So, we already know that Ventus is actually one of the 4. I think we're pretty knowledgeable. Ventus is one of the 4. So who's cleaning this up? I don't know who's going to clean this up. Going for it. So we know Ventus is actually one of the Union Cross members. You know, the people that showed up at the video and said, "Hi, Lushu." We know that Ventus is one of those guys because he was there. He's from that time period. We know this because after the original Union members disappeared, died, whatever it is, went into the void, a new Union members took over with the new book of prophecies that they were all given. And there were all a bunch of people to replace them. Sterlitzia, another character who shows up briefly in Kingdom Hearts 3, but we didn't know it was her. Sterlitzia was supposed to be the member, but Ventus was there with her instead. He's the only name who supposedly wasn't in the Book of Prophecies that wasn't supposed to be a lead. This might be a red herring. This might be because that Ventus, bruh, if I ever start the mobile game, I need to take me out of the barn and uninstall me in real life. So we're pretty sure that he was one of the original members, on top of then being the second group of people. We believe, so there's also a backstory that happens around in 3, and we believe that she's another one of the characters who was from the mobile game as well. I believe I can't remember if her name was Erd or Scold, but she was one of the North god names. Anyway. So the theory is, outside of all of this, the theory is that the Master of Masters is actually Sora. And that this is all a time loop shenanigans. Whoa! Yeah, so that's the fan theory, that the Master of Masters might actually be Sora. And a lot of this is a bunch of time shenanigans. So the way that time travel works in Kingdom Hearts is like there's the sleeping world and that there's the waking world. And you need to go through the sleeping worlds to be able to affect the waking world. They really do not know how to stop, no. That's why for example, why supposedly Tron knows about Sora supposedly the sleeping worlds and the waking worlds kind of affect each other. So like supposedly that's why Tron knows about Sora, even though it's in the second. So in Birth by Sleep, it takes place. I can't remember, guys. Did that Tron movie take place before the first Tron, or like, you know, when they made the new Tron movies? Did those movies take place before the original Tron or after Tron? After.
I haven't seen either Tron.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of timey-wimey fucky wucky supposedly, because they were like talking about something about how Tron knew about. So anyway, it's convoluted bullshit, and it didn't make any sense. I didn't understand what was they literally fight Tron in the end because he's been corrupted. I didn't actually watch the Tron movies. I only know about Tron from Kingdom Hearts. That's why I'm asking. Don't be rude, chat. Don't be rude. Same. But yeah. Like, there's some shit I don't understand. I fight for the users. Yeah. And like there's supposedly a whole wiki dot for this. Explain. Oh no, I went into Kingdom Hearts lore. Yeah, Orgo, we were just talking today. Do you want to come jump in to finish the chat? We're not going to be on for much longer, but Orgo, what's a Tron? Who knows? But anyway, like I said, this guy, Barry Kramer, leave a like and subscribe if you like his videos.
I want to see what else he does.
He did apparently. Let's see what else he does. He last updated 1 year ago. Oh no. But it looks like he kind of almost only uploads one video a year.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I'm sure that this takes a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Think your taxes are simple? You could file
You
for
two are
free
so
with
fun to
H&R
watch.
Block.
No, you're fun
More
to
people
watch, by
qualify
the
for
way. I'm
H&R
like,
Block free
you
online
finished
than
Fate?
TurboTax
We
free.
never started
I
Fate.
have
We opened the game and then we closed it because we weren't feeling it. Sometimes you just can't do what you plan to do. Sorry, guys.
It was a mistake. We recognize that now.
Yeah.
We should not have gone down the Kingdom Hearts rabbit hole.
Oh
I
dear, that
lose.
is everything I
I've been streaming
missed,
on
huh?
Twitch for 5 years.
Oh my god, they've been streaming on Twitch for about the same time as we.
And to celebrate,
Oh.
no.
Oh
to
no.
celebrate,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I was just planning on streaming like normal, really.
God.
At twitch.tv
God damn it.
Barry now,
Look like.
I guess. Old
You all hear
streams
me
will
now?
still be posted
Yeah.
that Barry was streaming,
Okay.
along with monthly highlights.
I was
of the
I was
best
talking
bets,
for a good
times,
minute or
check
so
them
and
out.
nothing,
Guys,
and I realized
also,
Discord wasn't reading my
a new
microphone.
video for this channel
'Cause why would
is
it?
in the works. It's still, I'm still slow at making videos. Very slow. But
He does the same
but
thing
you
I
can
do.
yell at me for how slow I am in real time by coming on over to
I should look to see if
twitch.tv/.
Starter Squad has done
Barry.
anything in like the last
Woo,
2 years.
yeah, woo.
Yay!
So I guess nothing's really different. This is less an update video and more a well, I don't. What do you call something like?
Nope.
Well, how are you? What's new with you? Anything you wanna, leave a comment or.
I liked your Kingdom Hearts
Oh,
video.
I did get.
Am I hold on.
What?
I'm just feel like I'm missing something here.
Nothing. You're
Like I think you
missing
guys are
nothing.
like cutting in and out for me.
Oh. Well, my internet's weird today. Well, it only dropped
I mean,
once.
we
Oh.
were planning to wrap this up anyway.
Yeah, we're
Eh.
Anyway, do you have any gripes with
Wasn't-
Kingdom Hearts before we leave?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't. What is it? 18? I know you guys are trying to go to bed early.
Nah, it's cool. You can we can dedicate 10 more minutes to this.
What 10
Just 10.
gripes that I have with Kingdom Hearts? I will say this: Kingdom Hearts to me died at 2. I do not acknowledge anything after 2.
Mm-hmm.
That includes 3 because 3 was also a steaming pile of garbage.
Wow.
I think Birth by Sleep completely ruined what could have potentially been a much better franchise.
Mm.
They had to go and bring in freaking old Xehanort and show how some of the people became nobodies and some of the people became heartless, and that was completely unnecessary.
Phew.
And then they decided to throw time travel in at a later
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I was just trying to
What is-
explain how time travel works in Kingdom Hearts. How apparently there's the waking world and the sleeping world, and supposedly
Yes.
these two places,
Yeah.
you have to like go between them, or you have to like there's like a main dreamer or something that may or may not be Kyrie? Question mark.
I don't know. I played about a half of Dream Drop Distance, and I tuned right the fuck out.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not dealing with this at all
God,
anymore.
I hate Kyrie. Well, I don't hate Kyrie. I'm critically indifferent to Kyrie.
Kyrie was fine in 1 and 2.
You mean
one,
no
because she was
personality,
really-
Kyrie? Nominee was better.
No personality. Kyrie was Kyrie in Kingdom Hearts 3, where she basically just was supposed to be this 7th like Keyblade wielder, and just ended up becoming just another damsel in distress trope.
Kyrie always had no personality, Orgo. You're just imagining things. Nominee had all the personality.
Well, technically, that Naminé had way more screen time and personality.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I'm just gonna keep saying well technically whenever
Well, technically,
Naminé
because
gets
she's a
brought up.
nobody, so technically she doesn't have personality. Blah, blah, blah. But anyway.
Even though the most personality-driven characters in the games are nobodies.
Can you believe that there was supposed to actually be a cartoon for Kingdom Hearts? Like, actually Disney, like, certified cartoon they were going to make. I say not anime, because the English side was going to do it. No, it's for real. There were talks of doing it. They were going to have access to, like, all of the stuff in the vault and stuff like that, for like, so all of the backgrounds from the movies and stuff like that. But then it never got completely greenlit, so they never did it. But
they couldn't have fucked up the story anymore, so.
Yeah. So, like, it's crazy to think of that. We could have had at least a decent cartoon. I'm sure, like, they probably were going to, it's for the best, probably. I'm sure, like, the plans was to have the English side do it, mostly because, you know, these are the people who have most experience animating Donald and Goofy. So, because I think, like, around the time that they were going to do it was, like, back when they were still making cartoons for Donald and Goofy pretty commonly anyway.
I don't have that much faith that it would have been any good anyways.
It probably wasn't going to be
To be
good.
honest with you.
But you know, it's crazy that we almost had that more of rather than you know, make it live action.
We actually got, which was
Mickey must be no, Mickey couldn't lose his shirt in live action. It had to only be cartoon.
Shirtless Mickey running around live action. That's unpleasant to think about.
Sorry, we just got back from watching that good enough thing, and then they just kept going about how Mickey loses his shirt every time a horde of darkness attacked. Also made yeah.
Okay. Now I missed that part. I came in after you watched that.
Yeah, that was the ongoing joke. Oh, is that a horde of darkness? I see. Stop that.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
I put that on
But
there.
yeah,
Okay.
Barry Kramer and a good enough summary of Kingdom Hearts. Go watch, like, subscribe, do those videos. Maybe I should.
I feel like I watched that already.
Probably did. I probably linked it to you, or your friend saw it to you, or something.
Or am I thinking of the other one? Rab.
Let me.
Did Rab do a Kingdom Hearts one?
What?
Did Rab do a Kingdom Hearts thing?
I don't know.
Oh,
Why
okay.
did Mickey remove his shirt? Don't worry, it's all explained. Here you go. Here's the link to the video. You can all watch it again on your free time. Not us.
I'll have to watch it later. Like I said, I have videos to edit. That's what I'm doing right now. I want to get this goddamn video out before April. But not on April 1st, because everybody's going to think it's a joke.
Sora's shirt had the tracking device on it.
Why does Sora's shirt have a tracking device on it?
It had an X on it.
Oh.
Because that's how Xehanort tracks all his besties.
Oh. I must have missed that plot point.
Yeah. What video? That link up there, Neko, the one I just linked to everybody. That, because I am a good content creator and I link the videos to the things that I watch on stream. Yep. But yeah,
That makes one of us as a good content creator.
But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it, even though we were just yapping and watching a Kingdom Hearts lore video. I was asking Orgo about editing.
Oh, I am making another friggin' worst to best music list because I'm insane and need to keep myself occupied by making 400 songs.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I will have something when the video is done. I will have something ready for people. You
Yeah,
can check
yeah,
out my
yeah.
YouTube or my Twitch.
Also, she will probably promote it in my channel, which I believe you're in there, Neko. So, yeah.
Yes, I probably will if I'm smart. As we've discovered when I
Yeah.
sent you the message,
Yeah.
oh, I can use your self-promotion channel to promote myself.
Yes, you can.
I'm,
Yes, thank
I'm dumb.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. It means a lot, even though we were just yapping, even though we were supposed to play Fate. Honestly, it's for the best. I don't think I could have gotten into the characters tonight to voice act them properly. I'm just really tired.
Aw.
I was cleaning all day. My army's hurt. And I am tired. But yeah, it was super fun. No, it was super fun talking to all of you. I'm so glad that I was able to show one of my favorite old videos because this is from like 6 years ago, the first video. Yeah. I can't believe Kingdom Hearts 3 has been out for 5-6 years. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I can't believe it took 10 to actually get made. Actually, longer than that, I think.
All right, good night, everybody. Bye.
Good night, folks.
Bye.